What up? Brewed up. Brewed up. What's going on? We just on here talking this shit. You heard? Just got done eating oranges, went live with Marcus Plant, man. Got me a little bit of water tonight. Any questions about the challenges? Any questions about anything? You know, this is the perfect time to ask. What's going on, Queen? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Great, 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 great. What you got going on?
I'm just here, I'm chilling. It's
Yeah.
I'm in Massachusetts. It's been snowing all day, so it's a snow day.
Mm, mm. Beautiful, beautiful. Wanted to get on here and do some questions and answers for anybody who had anything to ask. Jen Wiley, what's going on? How you doing? Jen asked me, how many oranges do you eat in a day? Um, Typically, Jen, I eat a bag a day, and the bags that I got now are 8-pound bags. So it's about 18 to 20 oranges in there. So I phys- I, the last week or so, I've been actually eating about 10 oranges and juicing about 8 or 9. So it's been about 18 to 20 in total. Yeah. So that's about how many.
Yeah.
What's up, Cassandra? How you doing?
Hi, Cassandra. Jen, when I
Yeah.
was doing the mono eating challenge, I was doing mostly Mandarin. I was consuming about, on average, 20 to 23 per day.
That's a lot. Well, they smaller too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they way smaller. Wonderful. Drinking my orange carrot juice.
Yummy.
I ain't never had orange carrot juice. I had some orange. Uh, I had some carrots with something in it. Jenny, what's going on?
Jenny from the block.
We love you too, Jenny.
Love you.
Yeah,
Orange carrot juice is really good. It
yeah, I ain't
ain't
never.
nothing like pineapple orange juice, but it's good.
Back,
I love
back.
pineapple orange.
The last 3 days, I've been doing fruits and vegetables. I love carrot, ginger, apple. No meat or dairy. That's great. That's great, Jen. That's what's up. No fruits, no meats, or no dairy, and a lot more fruit.
Well done. Jen, how long have you been since you had any meat or dairy?
3 days.
3 days?
Yeah,
Way to go.
right.
How
That's the
how do you feel, Jen?
that's the best because that's the start of a transition right there.
You got to start with day one. What do they say? The journey to 1,000 miles begins with the first step.
3 days. That's impressive. It's hard for a lot of people to do
The
one day.
hardest part is starting. It's
She said she
starting.
feel amazing. She said she feel amazing.
That's awesome. Like what I noticed when I first stopped eating meat, um, especially how light I felt in my gut. Like you realize how light you feel. Like it's almost like you have energy. You don't have like this heaviness to you. It's just like your
That-
stomach feels like you don't realize your stomach feels like there's like something sitting inside of it like a rock indefinitely until you stop eating meat and dairy, and then all of a sudden there's just like a lightness in your stomach.
She said I've never used the bathroom as much in my life. I'm sure.
Now think about that. You haven't used the bathroom as much in your life, and you've been living for a pretty long time. Think about how much backed up meals you have sitting inside of your body right now. So people think they're losing weight. You're not losing weight. You're losing waste. You're getting garbage out of your body.
Good. Get that shit
For
out.
real. Like you want it out. I love going to the bathroom. When I feel like I got something coming out, I'm like happy as fuck. I'm just like ready to go to the toilet.
Yeah,
It's just like I
yeah.
feel like you just one step closer to getting that shit out of your body.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's a good
Losing weight.
feeling. Because there's people who don't go to the bathroom often. They talk about, oh, I go once or twice a day, and sometimes I don't go in 3 or 4 days. That's not good.
Mm-mm.
You don't
Mm-mm.
normalize that.
No, the fact that you having the waste removal like that is what should encourage you, because now you're gonna be start feeling lighter with more energy. Yeah, that's the best part about the transition, man. I tell people all the time. So I'm definitely I want people to join the Fruitarian Challenge February 1st, so you can get into some really good habits, really good habits. And that's what it's gonna do. Toxic waste. It really is. That's what it is. Toxic waste. That shit been in you.
It is toxic. And it's literally just all the toxic shit we used to eat. You
That's
know,
the conversation people don't like to have.
there was something about being introduced to the concept of elimination and accumulation that kind of just like explained everything to me. It kind of like put everything together. You're either accumulating weight, like you're accumulating waste if you're not eliminating your waste. You're putting food inside of your body. If you aren't using the bathroom closely after eating whatever you ate, supposedly they say optimal digestion. You should be using the bathroom at least 30 minutes after you've eaten something. I can't say I've achieved that yet. I'm not there. However, when I eat only fruit, let me tell you, when I was doing the mono eating on the oranges for the 7 days, I was going like 4 to 5 times a day. And I'm like
Yeah.
100 and something. I'm literally like, I was only like 104, 105 pounds. When I started, I was 120 pounds. I lost 15 pounds in 15 days. And I was doing nothing but pooping 4 to 5 times a day. Like you would think a person that thin wouldn't have too much more to lose. But we have so much waste inside of us.
27 days on fruits, aiming for 90 days, even dry fasted sporadically for 8 days. Inspired and be acquainted to you by your interview. Hey, that's what's up. Hey, that's impressive though. See that's that right there. What's my man Reginald Hart, man? I appreciate you, family. I appreciate you, because that right there is what I be talking about. That's what you. Those are the people that you can inspire. You don't. The people you inspire are the people who come back and be like, man, you inspire me to do it. You know what I'm saying? So 27 days. Congratulations to you, man. How you feeling out there, man? That's impressive. Cassandra said, I lost 20 pounds during a learn time juice fast. I was 140. I kept gaining weight and didn't know why. Now I'm down to 119 healthy weight. Beautiful.
That's awesome.
Beautiful. And don't ever be afraid to lose the weight. People gonna talk about being skinny and all that. That's not important. That's fear mongers. Those are people who don't want you to succeed because they don't have the willpower and the discipline to do it. So don't worry about losing a lot of weight. That's phenomenal.
Jenny said that
Releasing
she's
that.
achieved it, that she's cleansed her gut so well that after a half hour of eating, she's usually eliminating. That's goals right there. That's that juice fasting though. Juice fasting is going to get rid of all of that waste out of your gut. I mean, there's different ways of doing it, but I know the juice fasting, at least Shane's protocol, I know with like the psyllium husk and the clay, and the goal is to get that mucoid plaque out. But
Yeah, that's good shit, man. That's what I like to hear, though. Mucoid plaque releasing is key, honestly. Surprisingly, I'm not as hungry. What he said? Surprisingly, I'm not as hungry as I thought I'd be only after dry fasting. That I had my husband. Hold on, let me address Reginald real quick. Reginald, that's another thing about fasting. fasting, you wake up or you get up the next day after like a 23-hour fast and you feel more energized than when if you had ate some food. It's like you wake up re-energized. Haha, I had to make my husband stop at a gas station. Oh, because he used the bathroom. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, your stomach shrink. You can't eat as much. I get full quicker. I get full way quicker. Body gets lighter. That, that's everything. That's the waist coming off. The waist is coming
And
off.
isn't
So
it
you feeling
funny, right? People who like how we live is completely foreign to them. They think we crazy. They probably think we got eating disorders and all kinds of shit. They'll look at what you eat and then they'll be like, "That's all you gonna eat? I would need more than that." Like, because they're programmed to overeat, but they don't
yeah.
realize that your body changes and adapts to how you feed it. So if you and they don't understand the nutrient density of the foods that we eat. Like their food is like very calorically dense. They're putting a lot in their body, but it's not doing anything for their cells. So they're overfed and undernourished. And then you have us, we're not eating a whole bunch, not as much as we used to eat. The foods aren't as dense. They're high in water, they're high in electricity, they're higher in nutrients. And we're actually not only satiated because we eat enough until we are no longer hungry, but we're also feeding ourselves on a cellular level. So we are actually satisfied and we don't need to eat nearly as much because our food is our energy source. It's not something we're doing for pleasure.
That's what Jenny was just saying. Like we get so emotional over our food. And what Cassandra said, I definitely need to get into fasting during this transition. Yeah, fasting. I if implemented the correct way, fasting is definitely a very, very high level approach to things. I got a question from my inbox that I need to answer though from somebody who said, "Do you know is all fruit safe for growing children? Can you put your children on all fruit?" Jenny, you would probably be able to definitely answer that because don't you like implement different eating lifestyle for your children? Because I don't. I'm sure it's safe. I
I,
mean, I don't. There's nothing unsafe about eating all fruits.
I would direct them to Raw and Radiant, Ashley Chong on Instagram. She feeds her daughter, it looks like a exclusively whole food, raw, vegan, plant-based diet. That's what it looks like. Her daughter's very athletic, very strong, very healthy. And yes, it's safe to, for me, common sense says it's safe to feed your children. If you have been feeding your children poison, you probably fed them, if they weren't breastfed, well, even if they were breastfed, if you were eating poison and your baby was drinking the byproducts of your damn near poisonous breast milk because of the foods that you used to eat, and if you are giving your kids Enfamil and all of these filler ingredient baby formulas, and then you're feeding them the little Gerber veggie purees and all of that with all those added ingredients. It's all poison. There's no poison in fruit, and it's all nutrients.
That's
Like we,
what Jenny just said. My kids eat 70% fruit. Um, other plants too. Yeah, I mean that's not. I don't think that's a big deal. You giving your kids all fruit. I think that's just a personal decision to make. If you can get your kids to eat all fruits, hell, that's
if you
a
start them
plus.
from infancy, that's gonna be easy. But if you've been feeding them poison and they get addicted to the foods that you've been feeding them, then it's gonna be hard.
Facts, exactly. You're right. Definitely. Um, we were just talking about that. So, about buying fruit and how expensive it is. People be asking me about that. Um, and another thing too is the discussion of to eat 100% fruit or which well, how much fruit is like too much for people? Because a lot of people are against the 100% fruit diet. And what I'm saying is that's a personal choice to make. I don't think it's anything wrong or right in what you eat. My decision to like do 100% fruit through this upcoming year is like it's a personal choice. I don't think it's something that you have to do or you should do or anything. It's just what I want to do. So it's all okay for whatever people eat. I think raw, all of that is a personal choice. Because a lot of people ask me like, or try to tell me like, eating all fruit is not. What is the point of eating all fruit? No greens, no nothing, and
It's a
it's really not
personal
a point
choice.
to it. It's a choice. Yeah,
If you
yeah,
want to do it, then do it. If it doesn't kill you, then why not do it if it's what you want to do?
yeah. So yeah, that's where I was at with that. Because it goes the same thing if you're gonna put your kids on it. Like people ask why it's safe for even us to do. So big hot topic. Too much judgment just help people to more living foods. Facts. I agree, Jenny. Percentages. I know, like the dude I used to listen to say, just eat the earth. Eat earth. That's all you can do. That's you got your best chances by just eating earth. That's the goal. Facts. But anybody like I just if you having a hard time, if people having a hard time, there's plenty of space out here where you can get transitional help and you know it's all about what you want to do. Um Earth Eaters, I like that too. I got a nice ring to it. I don't know if it's my video or yours, but it just seems like yours keep cutting out a little bit.
Really?
Hmm.
I'm in like I said, it's kind of storming here, so that could be affecting my internet.
Mine too though.
I mean, I
We
can
snow
see your picture
yeah,
very clear.
we snowed up over here. It's snowing like a motherfucker. But yes, so um hell yeah, I get help for free. Found a support group.
At the end of the
Yeah.
day, when there's a will, there's a way. If you want to do it, you're going to do it. And then because you want to do it, you're going to find the groups, you're going to find the support, you're going to find the resources, you're going to inundate yourself in that energy. So you can start gaining some experience, you can start following others who are on the path. That's what people who are genuinely and truly interested in anything, that is where they're going to start. But if you know you aren't really ready to pull the trigger, but you want to feel productive, then that's when you start asking asinine questions to people who's living a lifestyle. And I know some people do it because they're genuinely curious, but then there's some people who know that it's probably what they should be doing, but the they fear what they're going to have to experience detaching themselves from the addictive food sources that they have become accustomed to. And so now when you have to seriously start thinking about, wow, I can't eat mac and cheese anymore, I can't have pizza anymore, I can't eat meat, I can't have burgers, like they see it as a restriction. So then they start questioning you about your lifestyle, saying, well, isn't that restrictive? Don't we need um this vitamin? Don't we need this? Don't we need that? They start asking those questions because they're trying to talk themselves out of doing what they know they're supposed to do.
Facts. What's up, Dustin? Uh, Jenny, hold on. Where that question? Jared said, "Where y'all from?" I'm
I'm
from
in
Ohio, man.
Massachusetts too, Cassandra. Sorry to cut you off. I just read her comment.
That's all good. I'm from Ohio, Toledo, Ohio. Um, truth trolls. People think they need money. It's snowing over here too, Cassandra. They need to adjust their verbiage. We can eat that crap and choose not. You fat. That's a fact.
Fact, Jenny. Exactly. I can't eat all of that. I'm surrounded, like I said in one of my posts, I live in a plaza. The plaza I live in has a Chinese food restaurant, a pizza and sub shop, a breakfast diner, a sit-down bar and grill, and maybe that's it. And there's a liquor
Lord,
store right across the street, and I choose not
Lord,
to any of that.
my bad. You been there in Toledo? You been in Toledo, Dustin? Where you from, Dustin?
He's from
Jared said
Michigan.
he's from Florida.
That's
Michigan. Oh,
so he next
all right.
door.
Yeah, you right next. Where you from in Michigan? Jared in there with the Florida oranges, man. Dallas has more restaurants per capita than anywhere in the world. I don't know. Toledo is a test center for new restaurant products. The Dorito taco came out here first.
I used to love that motherfucker.
I'm a general manager of Papa John's. What?
Man, no Papa John's, those little garlic buttery things used to smack. I'm not gonna lie, I used to love Papa John's pizza.
How y'all know how you do that? Ooh. He said then she eat a lot of mango trees. Man, I know it gotta be nice down there with the mango trees.
Oh my God. So that is a bucket list thing for me. I need a mango tree in my backyard. If I die in this lifetime without that, I think I'll have failed because I want a mango tree in my backyard. That's why I got to get out of Massachusetts.
Yeah, Florida is definitely a destination for the fruit. Florida and California are the best fruit places in the United States.
Bobby, can I just tell you how good your skin looks?
Yeah, it has improved a lot.
I was following you, and I don't know when did I don't know when we became Facebook friends, but like probably September, November. Like compared to then, your skin has tightened up. Your complexion is brightened up. Your pores are tighter. Like
that's the fruits.
Yeah.
The fruit. I be trying to tell people it's not a game. It's not a game. I appreciate that too for noticing because it's one of the things that people don't realize that changed so dramatically for me. So
I think
it's
that's
been a long time.
why you are gaining so much traction though, because there have been a lot of people who have been following you since you got back on Facebook, and you're always on video, so you'd have to be blind to not see.
It's been crazy. It's been crazy what them fruits do though. When you consistently do the fruit at a high level, it changes you. I tell everybody that it's not a game.
Regenerating for real.
Facts. That's a fact. I look younger than most. Both of y'all got that fruit though.
No, the fruits. Thank you, Jenny.
Yeah, them fruits are powerful.
Man,
that's why
if all the fruit eaters could just pool our resources and buy a town that is for sale in the United States, somewhere in the South where it's got like some dirt that's growable. Listen, make it just a fruitarian motherfucking, or just a raw vegan fruitarian community. Listen, that will be, I bet you, if they have the technology to check the energy signature of destinations, that motherfucker will be vibing high, just that town alone, because just us on individual levels are heightening our frequencies just by putting these living foods, these electric foods in our body. Imagine living somewhere where you are surrounded by people who is constantly being fed from the electromagnetic grid of the earth.
It would be probably one of the most, a fruitarian community would be like a center, a energy field. You feel me? Like it would be so much energy in that area from what we putting in that we would It would be like the center of the fucking world.
I feel like we would be like heroes. Ever seen that show? Have superpowers and shit. Motherfuckers be levitating.
Hey, for
Be like,
real,
oh, that's the
that's what.
breatharian community. Be like, oh,
Yeah,
that's the oh, those are breatharians.
I'm trying to tell you, hey, that's what the ultimate goal of the fruits is, though. Like, people is not underestimated. It's to level up your consciousness. Like, literally, that's what it's for. That's what they do for you. But you got to go through a process of detoxification, then regeneration, and then you come into your own being. That's a process that's happening. And you don't have to be perfect at it, because that's when you fail. But all you can do is challenge yourself to the furthest extent that you can. If you put the challenge out there for yourself, like, I'm gonna eat all fruits for 2 months straight, and you make it a month and 2 days, that's outstanding. But you have to do it, because it's going to elevate you to a new height, to where you learn from it and become better.
Yep, that was my
That's it.
journey on this raw vegan path. I spent over 2 years just slipping up. Doing very well, being fully raw for months at a time, and then having one cooked meal, spiraling for a couple of weeks, eating nothing but cooked junk vegan food, and then, learning from it and getting back on track and just being better every single time, coming back with more discipline every single time.
If you think about this, if you eat all fruits, right? Just straight fruits, and that's it for the rest of your life, right? Do you understand where you're going to be at in a mental space?
Yeah,
Like,
be
but
levitating.
so everything, if you really, really, really want to do that, you can do that. You just got to avoid all the other bullshit. So you got to say, like, is the other bullshit that I'm doing worth it? Or should I try to discipline myself enough just to do this?
Yeah,
That's what I feel.
you're right. And you've arrived. You the ultimate fruitarian.
Not yet. It's hey, we got some fruitarians in this boy. Look at my sister, man, putting pizzas and shit up. Ah, shit. Y'all go ahead and eat that bullshit.
I know nobody even. I don't desire that crap anymore. I really don't.
That's poison, man.
When you
That
start
is,
looking at food like drugs, the drugs that they are. So just like how you look at a crackhead and be like, ugh, that's how I look at a lot of them motherfuckers who be, okay, I mean, not, I don't want to, but like, there are people who will sit there and be super gluttonous and they look unhealthy, and that is a mental illness. That is a mental illness. That is an
facts.
addiction at play.
The addiction come from, imagine eating only fruits with the seeds inside, with being the origin of life. Yeah, yeah, that would be.
That would be utopia. Unfortunately, we live in a world where it's ran by corporations and, they've manipulated a lot of the food products. So we just take what we can get, especially in a world where we're inundated with the acidic, heavier, mucus forming foods. So coming from how most people have been brought up to eat, how we've been programmed to eat, it's better to eat the seedless, or even if it has pesticides, as long as you're cleaning, you have to use what you have access to. I try not to focus so much on what's wrong with the foods that are available to us, because mentally that doesn't do anything for us. As long as we're grateful for what we do have access to, it's high water, it's electric, it's still being grown from the dirt and from the earth. There's still some The biophotons in there, the sun codes, the light energy is still in there, still going to cleanse and detoxify you. I've personally healed my body of serious health issues, eating not exclusively organic or seeded.
What did it say? I'm happy we can be on this path together because it can be lonely. Yeah, you ain't lying. That's why I got back into the community. What my sister told me about, I'm at your door. She trolling. Hey, y'all, I'm grateful for all you, hey, pouring out knowledge and truth. Yeah, man, that's what it's about. Spreading the love, you know, everybody, that's what it's about. But you got to be able to be in a mind frame where you got to be able to accept the truth. And that's the only way you move forward. You know what I'm saying? You got to accept the truth. And that's what 85% can't do. Straight facts. Jenny, definitely. What she said, I got one friend and my wife. Yeah.
You too, Jenny. Love you.
Love you too, Jenny, for sure. Been an amazing experience. Amazing. So we about to level all the way up. 50 days of oranges. Then the fruitarian lifestyle challenge. We're trying to run that up, get everybody in there, see if we can can get people to try the lifestyle out. You get smacked when you eat some cooked food, boy. Love you, my earth eater friends.
I know I'm doing the fruitarian challenge. I'm going to do the 7 days all fruit.
Do you go to social events with friends, birthdays, etc.? I have. I mean, I went to my mom's house on like Thanksgiving and Christmas. Um, I've been to a couple parties at a Mexican restaurant. Um, yeah, I've tested myself. Not even, I don't even call it testing myself because I'm not really wanting to do those things. So when I go, I'm kind of like in and out. I don't stay there long and stuff. So I'm just not on that energy no more. So I spend a lot of time alone. Hold on, she said I ain't got no volume.
I can hear you.
Y'all can hear me? Everybody can hear me?
I don't think Yolanda has volume.
Mm. But yeah. Yolanda? Mm. Yeah, I don't go nowhere, Cassandra, for real. I spend a lot of time alone.
Yeah, you eventually will get to a point where you just really don't even want to be in those spaces. Like you don't even want to be surrounded by a lot of friends and family anymore. Like for me, I go to stuff sometimes just to make an appearance, but most of the time I don't even really want to attend because I know that, there's going to be so much food surrounding me. I'm going to be the only one not eating, and then I become the spectacle. I become everyone answering all the questions, and you ain't going to eat. And like, I can't.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not the same energy as it used to be at all.
I used to be excited for that food,
What? What's the
I would
limit
go
going
for
out
the
eating and drinking?
food. Shit.
Mm.
And the alcohol.
That's why
If
you
there's an
know what?
open bar, shit.
People be like, sometimes you act like you forgot where you come from. It's not that. The fact is, I always in a constant reminder of where I come from. So I won't go back to that shit. So that energy is very, very toxic energy is strong as hell. Like when you get in that vibe around people who drinking and partying and eating bad food and stuff, that shit can suck you in real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how strong you are if you do it enough and engage in that activity multiple times a week. Say you go out every weekend one time. You're not gonna stay in the lifestyle that you in
Yeah, you're gonna eventually say
unless.
fuck it because you're
Yeah,
gonna wanna start bonding more. You want to feel a part of what's going on. Like when you are constantly in an environment where you're not participating, you see everybody having fun, you get those feelings of missing out. So
yeah,
eventually, you're gonna want to participate, and then there's always gonna be a person who's there who's gonna be like, man, just have one. Like you're gonna get pressured into it. Like,
yeah. Yolanda, I would say only do those type of things if you feel like you can. Until you feel like you ready to start engaging in that stuff, I would stay away from that.
I agree. Listen, I am almost 4 years sober from alcohol. And when I first quit drinking, I purposefully didn't attend a lot of parties that I was invited to, get-togethers, gatherings. I don't care if it was a wedding. I wouldn't go if I felt like I was compromising my sobriety because I knew I had to control my environment at that time. It's going to be the same way with food. You have to start looking at food the same way you look at any other toxic addictive substance, because a lot of that food, I won't say food in general, I'll say the food like products that are common in our society, the things that really aren't good for us, but it's normalized, even though it's not really normal, because what you put into your body shouldn't harm you. If it causes inflammation, acidity, acidosis, then it's not normal. It's just normalized. So you have to, because it's harmful for you, you want to eat it anyways. That's a drug. It's an addictive habit that you have to break if you want to preserve your life. So you have to control the environment if you feel like you're going to be weak over those drugs, if what you are trying to accomplish is truly that important to you.
But Dustin said I gave up caffeine, pot, alcohol, and masturbation, to be honest, and now I'm just predominantly fruit. Hey, we're just talking about like masturbation and releasing energy and all of that. Like that's an important topic too, because in our community, a lot of men are humpers, and they get rid of a lot of energy. And when you do that, that's something that people need to practice too. Releasing all the energy that they have sexually. That's a big problem in our community. So that was a good point, Dustin. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, saving my energy so I can bring my life and new experience at a higher level. Facts. Lashay, yo,
Hmm?
you had froze for a minute. Yeah, what you think about? Let me ask you this: what you think about Kevin Gates and how he be talking?
I really don't follow him enough. I know he say some shit. It's hard to take him seriously because he married his cousin. Um, I know he be saying some stuff. I'm pretty sure a lot of what he says. He I can't remember a lot of what he said. I know he's like said some deep shit that I agreed with. I just can't remember exactly what.
Right.
Um, one thing I respect about Kevin Gates, he's not afraid to be himself. He's not afraid to talk about what he believes in. He doesn't care how he's viewed by people. I respect that about him. But I do think,
Yeah, I respect that about anybody.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I do, well, as a celebrity, like that takes a lot of guts. In that controlled Hollywood environment. But
Yeah.
it was just when I found the story of him talking about how he found out his wife was his cousin at a family gathering or something like that. And that's just weird. And then they still stay together. They must have been really in love.
I only asked because Dustin said he got something from like a mentality from Kevin Gates. Love you too, Cassandra. We appreciate you. Definitely connect. I encourage people. I don't know if y'all can. Can people go live in this group? I got to change the settings so people can start going live because I
Yeah,
want
people
everybody to
can
go
go
live when they want
live.
to.
We
Cause
probably
yeah, go live and talk about your experiences and tell people who you are and let people get to know you because you never know who you can help and who you can connect with. We all on the same type of path. When you start changing the way you eat, and putting all these fruits in you, you on a different path. So I encourage everybody to share their story, share what they do, share their transitions, all of that. What time is it?
almost 7.
Yeah, so it's been informative though. So yeah, fruit the fruitarian lifestyle challenge. If you're trying to join the 7 days of just eating only fruits, you can drink, juice, blend, or eat the fruits for the entire week. It just has to be fruits. So life is hard for me, y'all. Well, hey, that's the day. Dustin, that's about stepping out your shell, man. Uh that's you when the fruit you start getting more fruits into you, you're gonna want to show people what you're doing and inspire other people. When someone is fruitarian, does that mean they don't eat any vegetables, salads, raw nuts, or etc.? No, Yolanda, that just means that they're predominantly fruit. Like Lashay. Lashay is basically a fruitarian. She eats 90% of her diet is raw fruits. So she might have some salads and stuff for dinner, but that's what a lot of fruitarians do, eat salads and nuts and seeds and all of that. But it's just a small amount of it in their diet. My fruitarianism is 100% at right now fruit, as I challenge myself. But I'm not. I'm always open to eating raw vegan meals. Always. I hope that explained it.
Yep, he said it great. There's nothing I would need to add. You'll get there, Dustin. Trust me. Coming from me, you'll get there. I'm not the kind of person who goes live. I literally am coming out of my shell, creating YouTube videos and stuff. You don't even realize how uncomfortable I used to be. I would start things, I would never share them. But the more I get into this lifestyle, the more confident I get. The more, you know what, Dustin? I think that you should be interviewed by Bobby because that's how I got out of my shell, being interviewed, and then I started getting asked for more. I was uncomfortable, but I was growing, and now it's easy for me to get on camera and just talk.
Yeah, feel the call. Yolanda says she eat fruit first half of the day and dinner have greens, cooked food at times, etc. That's cool.
That's good.
That's cool.
That's how I
That's
transitioned.
cool.
They call
Yeah.
that raw till 4. That's actually a classification of being on the raw vegan transition.
Yeah. That's nice. Then because what you want to do is if you want to get all your fruits in as early as possible and as much as possible, because you don't want to eat fruit after you eat other food. So it's best to eat your fruits all day long, and then if you're gonna eat greens or anything cooked or anything at night, that's the best time to do it later. Not even at night, but later on in the day, because you want to get all your fruits in because they digest faster than any other thing. So once you get all those fruits in you, they digest fast. Then your stomach get back empty. Then you can put something else in, and your body will be able to digest that faster.
And another good thing that about what you're doing, Yolanda, is you are cleansing your body slowly. You're getting it acclimated and it's adapting to getting the fresher foods in the diet. And because it's going to be the predominant force of what you're consuming, your body is going to start communicating with you more when you continue on your transition eating the cooked foods. Your body's probably going to start if you are listening to your body, if you're feeling it get bloated, if you're feeling yourself get tired, you feel like maybe you're getting little cramps in your stomach, you're going to realize that that's your body no longer really wanting certain kind of foods that you've been given it, and then you're kind of going to have no choice, or you're going to intuitively start gravitating towards more the whole foods. But what you're doing is you're slowly cleansing yourself, your gut out of all the old compacted waste from years and years and years of eating the standard American diet or however else you ate prior to this transition. So you're slowly cleansing your body out over time. And when you are ready to level up and start putting more living foods, like you're not going to have like the crazy healing crisis that a lot of people have when they try to just jump straight into fruits or jump straight into raw, because people don't realize how toxic they are until they start eating foods that are actually very astringent and cleansing. Because once those fruits start moving that lymphatic system and your kidneys aren't functioning the way that they're supposed to, and you're starting to filter, but your kidneys are having a hard time, that's when you start eliminating through your other eliminative organs, like your lungs. That's when you're going to start building up all this mucus or getting the flu, catching headaches, your skin breaks out. All these things that happen during detox, it's kind of better to do it how you're doing, eating raw during the day and then having like your cooked meal at night. But being consistent with that over time, you're getting rid of the waste, you're getting rid of the toxins, and then when you're ready to level up, it's not going to be as hard.
So, good points. Good points. She sound like Dr. Robert Moore. She's smart, man. I tell her that all the time.
Thank you. I listen to a lot of Dr. Robert Morris. I listen to a lot of Yaki. I listen to a lot of detoxification specialists, but I listen to them because I went through my own detoxification journey because I was really sick and I healed myself of, I've allowed my body to heal itself of a lot of the so-called diseases that I had just by simply no longer putting the rubbish in my body and putting the fruits in to aid in the detoxification journey.
Facts. Um, yeah, Yaki the truth. What had y'all healed from?
Um,
I haven't healed anything specifically, but I healed everything that I had, high blood pressure, all of that. But she could speak more onto what she didn't heal from.
yeah, I
Definitely.
had hypertension as well, high blood pressure. I no longer have that. I have really bad acid reflux. I no longer have that. I had stage 4 endometriosis. I had to have surgery. I had to have a tumor removed. I was bleeding every single day, literally, like damn near bleeding to death daily for up to for a couple of years until I finally did hormone therapy to stop the bleeding. It was vaginal bleeding. I had menorrhagia because of the endometriosis. Then I ended up getting really anemic and I started developing breathing issues and all of this stuff. And as soon as I gave up alcohol, gave up smoking, gave up meat, gave up dairy, I started on my vegan journey. Then I was eating a little bit of the junk food vegan stuff, but that wasn't making me feel any better because my goal was to get healthy. And then I started experimenting with raw veganism. So I started with a 7-day juice cleanse, and from the juice cleanse, I became high raw. I was eating a lot of raw foods. The goal was always to be fully raw. And then, it took time. I would say it really took about a year and a half before I truly started feeling any change and a serious stamp in my health. I lost weight really fast, though. What really made me heal, though, was fruit. It was when I would do the fruit challenges, the fruit cleanses. Um, that's when I would start noticing a dramatic change in my health and my mental health and my energy levels, the depression and all of that, the fogginess in my mind, it would lift. And then I would notice that, like little things, aches and pains that I once had were starting to disappear. Yeah, but you have to just be consistent with the journey. You have to trust the process.
Straight facts like that. Straight facts. Inflammation went away. I stepped my ankle. Marcus Plant Man. But um yeah, that's ain't no more questions or nothing. Probably gonna get up out of here. That's wonderful. I've been on the journey for a long time. I see tremendous change.
That's wonderful. Keep
It
going.
sure is.
Keep going. One thing is well, a lot of us start this to feel better, and then we start feeling better, and thinks it gives us license to kind of go backwards and start eating trying the other foods again, and like we're gonna do this. We want to do this. We don't want to feel okay. We want to feel our best that we have ever felt. We want to be vital, have vitality, and have life. And you know what? I feel younger today. I'm gonna be 36 this year. I feel younger today than I did when I turned 30 years old. I used to dread aging until I started eating mostly fruit. Now I feel like I'm aging in reverse. I feel better than I've ever felt. I'm healthier than I was for a very long time. And now I don't dread aging. I don't even want to count the numbers no more. I don't want to even celebrate a birthday.
Dustin, definitely we can do that. I'll get with you and let you know the details of that one day. Have a good night too, man.
Good night. I guess we should all just go. Huh? Any more questions?
It's like some few people on here, but I'm 31. I look like I did in high school. Thank y'all, everybody, for watching. We appreciate y'all. Any questions y'all can add to there, we'll probably get to them. Anybody rewatch this, you can add a question. So, everybody, fruit up. Appreciate y'all.
Fruit up. Love you guys.
Peace.